Hi, my name is Brandon Prytower. I'm a disciple at the Sunshine Rescue Mission. And my story was just going from state to state, working in restaurants, just kind of lost ever since I was a teenager. Just trying to fill a hole inside of me. I used drugs and alcohol and being a workaholic to try to fill that void, and it just never could be filled. So I'd move from state to state, work from job to job. And the only happiness or solace I could get was from drugs and alcohol. And it got to the point with my drinking that I just legitimately felt my life was coming to an end. My heart would be beating weirdly. I couldn't breathe properly. I was just drinking so much. So I got scared and I packed up a bag one night and I just walked to the mission. I knew that I could stay there. They offered food, shower, but I didn't really know much more than that. So I showed up at the mission, just kind of at the end of my rope, and they took me in and started sitting in on class where this tremendous teacher in my life, Kevin, who's also like a father figure of mine, started teaching me about Jesus. And something about the way he spoke and the conviction with which he spoke, I wanted to know more. And so I kept going back to the class. And eventually I got invited to join his discipleship program and started living at the Sunshine Rescue Mission, doing chores, helping out around the mission, and kind of intensifying my pursuit of Jesus in my life. And that's when things really just started to become amazing. I've always had this dream of going back to school. You know, I'd work in these fast food restaurants and I'd just stare out the window as hours would roll by, just thinking, there's gotta be more than this. This can't be what my life comes to, you know? But I was too afraid to even have that dream. And one day, one of our directors, Kathy, sat me down and asked me, Brandon, if life could be any way you'd want, you know, what would it look like? And I said, well, Kathy, I've always had this dream of going back to school, but it just seems impossible. And she said, no, let's try this, you know? So I started filling out applications and doing the hard work. I knew I had some old loans that I needed to take care of or whatnot, but every new thing that came up, I'd knock it down. I'd pay off that loan or fill out this form, or how am I gonna get my high school grades where I like flunked every class. It took me a few months, but I finally got it all nailed down to where I could apply to go to CCC and get accepted. And so I started in the summer and I got straight A's in both my classes, and they invited me to join the president's list and the honor roll as well. And it was a really tremendous moment in my life where that was really the moment where I realized this Jesus thing is for real. Like, this isn't me, you know, I failed all through high school and junior high school, you know, and how am I getting straight A's and how am I getting invited to the honor roll in the president's list? It's because of Jesus. You know, he came into my life and I just felt his love and his peace. And he just told me, you're my son. You can do anything with me because I'm your father. And that's when it all kind of changed for me, you know? And since then, it's just been blessing after blessing, and my grades just continue to be at that straight A student level. And I'm incredibly blessed to be working here with SRM on the worship team with my good friend Roberto, playing guitar and singing. So every Monday we have a Bible study, and every Saturday we have a worship night, and we just rock out to Jesus, and we'll play 8 or 9 songs, and little ones are crawling on the floor playing, and moms and dads have their arms in the air just worshiping Jesus. And in that moment, it's all just finally the thing I've been searching for all my life, was to have that purpose, to know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, and I know who I am, and I'm a son of God. I'm a child of God. And so it's just chains broken, lying on the floor and walking forward in freedom. And I owe it all to, you know, this amazing ministry of Sunshine Rescue Mission and the amazing loving people that work here. We now have a property called Sanctuary House where I live with some of my other brothers who've made it through the program. And now it's just the sky's the limit. We're doing amazing things. People are coming together here and just lifting up the name of Jesus. And most importantly, we're helping the community that are on the street, that are sleeping out in the cold. They can come and they can get a blanket, and they can come sleep and get a shower and a hot meal and stay for chapel. And I've just seen men's lives change, because that was me. That was me one day, eating out of dumpsters and not knowing what to do and not really caring, you know? And that guy didn't know that one day he could be a straight A college student. And so I really owe a lot to this ministry and to my Father in heaven. And I just want to thank you all so much for supporting this incredible ministry, because without it, I don't even want to think of where I'd be. So that's my story.